Ian's impact still our top story this morning as the cleanup and the recovery efforts continue for another day in parts of Southwest Florida. I had the chance to speak with a resident of Fort Myers to get an up-close look at the devastation there. As neighbors are still without power and water, here's our conversation. Joining us now is Jim Rignall, who lives in downtown Fort Myers in a condominium on the 4th floor overlooking a river in the city. Jim decided to stay back, ride out this storm as it tore through Fort Myers. Jim, thank you so much for joining us. Can you describe days later the devastation, the damage that you were still seeing?
You can't describe. It's like a bomb went off and moved everything except the buildings. There's thousands of people without power still in Fort Myers. There was somehow Sam's, maybe they have a generator, but they were pumping gas today. The line was 5 miles long. At the marina down the street, there must be 25 boats piled up like toys. Like a kid took 25 toy boats and piled them up. That's how strong this storm was.
You've been in Fort Myers for over a decade now. You have seen several hurricanes. Describe how this storm compared to other storms that you've been through.
Irma was moving a lot faster, and this storm stayed in place for 6 to 8 hours. Picture a tornado, how quick they move. But think if they didn't move so quick and they stood over a town or a property for 6 to 8 hours, what they could do.
You look at this devastation, the pictures, the videos, and you immediately think about the people right away. And you think about people's lives that have been ripped apart because of this storm. Describe the emotional toll of this.
There's not a word for it. Your life is not the way it was. And it won't be for a long time.
And what we're seeing right now is essentially this major tragedy play out. But in times like this, we always see neighbors stepping up to help neighbors. And I got to imagine you're seeing a lot of that right now.
Everybody knows everybody else is in the same situation. But I must tell you, so it's just proud to be an American when you see these people. When you see these people the way they are. I get a little emotional, but I guess the time's call for getting emotional. But we put up a new flag. We're moving forward day by day, and so is everybody else. And we'll recover.
And we're hoping to check back in the coming weeks and see all that recovery on full display in Fort Myers. And on the